Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday the 7th of May, and I am back in the garden again, this time slathered with Factor 50 sun cream after yesterday's catching the sun incident. Let's get started. On this day in history, in 1794, influential Gothic romance, The Mysteries of Udolpho, was published by Anne Radcliffe in London. In 1846, the first printed copies of poems by early tabletop role players Emily, Charlotte and Anne Bronte was received. They'd published it under the pseudonyms Acton Currer and Ellis Bell, and they sold 2 copies. In 1913, Asquith's House of Commons rejected women's right to vote. However, also on this day in 1928, Baldwin's House of Commons voted to lower the voting age for women from 30 to 21. It feels like quite a bit has happened in the intervening years, including World War I. In 1966, the Mamas and the Papas Monday gets to #1 in the United States. In 1977, the 22nd Eurovision Song Contest in London is won by Marie Myriam for France with L'Oiseau et l'Enfant. In 1982, IBM releases PC-DOS version 1.1. In 1997, sci-fi film The Fifth Element, starring Mila Jovovich and Bruce Willis, is released. At the time, it is the most expensive European movie ever made. In 2012, paleoclimatological research claims that dinosaur flatulence may have contributed to warming the Earth, which is appropriate given how I am planning to end out this RAF report. And in 2017, MTV, of all places, becomes the first major award show to adopt gender-neutral award categories. If it is your birthday today, you share it with Olympe de Gouges, playwright and revolutionary. I have almost certainly not pronounced that surname correctly. Poet Robert Browning, maths guy and science fella Carl Newman, composer Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky, perhaps better known for his sci-fi novels about giant insects, politician Eva Peron, and wrestler Owen Hart, better known as the Blue Blazer. I had a look for international days and celebrations and similar, and I think it might be Vesak, the day of the full moon, an important Buddhist festival that marks the birth of Buddha. Anyway, yesterday's RAF report was a little perfunctory, and I apologise for that. And just a real talk for a second. I am finding it incredibly exhausting being scared all the time, and I imagine I'm not the only person. I wish I had something positive to say. It can occasionally be a struggle summing up the enthusiasm to be chirpy and upbeat for these reports. I'm doing my best. History, I've got to say, does not help. I'm going to try and end this on an upbeat note, so I guess it's the responsibility of all of us to make sure that the RAF of 2500, who is doing one of these reports for whatever reason, can find more positive and upbeat historical news stories to report when he is trawling through on a Monday. Anyway, having said all of that, my plan now is to end out with a song, because there's nothing like a song to cheer people up. And John Cole has put me in mind of one of my favourite songs from when I was quite a young person, and I'm just going to quickly sing it for you today. Up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, he stands in the sky, Godzilla, boom, 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 Godzilla, boom, 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 Godzilla. And that's it. That's the whole song. Apart from to go, Godzilla, right at the end. So, take your medication so you don't end up like me. Look after yourselves and each other. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Godzilla.